It's time to share with you a devotional again, and I'm glad to be with you. And if you see Band-Aids on me, you can ask my dermatologist about those. But I needed to get a couple of things taken care of, and so I'm just really glad to be able to record with you today. And so if you spot the Band-Aids, you'll know that that it wasn't Dawn that gave me the head wound. All right? This is about a still small voice. 1 Kings 19, 9 through 14. There's a wonderful story here, and so it's a little longer length of scripture, so hang in there. I'm going to read the Bible to you, okay? 1 Kings 19, 9 to 14. Then he came there to a cave, we're talking about Elijah, and they lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him, and he said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And he said, "I have been very zealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, for the sons of Israel have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. And I alone am left, and they seek my life to take it away." So he's exasperated. So he said, "Go forth, stand on the mountain before the Lord." This is what God tells him. And behold, the Lord was passing by, and a great and strong wind was rending the mountains and breaking in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire a sound of a gentle blowing. When Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entrance of the cave. And behold, a voice came to him and said, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And then he said, "I have been very zealous for the Lord, the God of hosts. For the sons of Israel have forsaken your covenant, turned down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. And I alone am left, and they seek my life to take it away." The historical narrative from the life of Elijah is amazing, but it struck me this time in particular. A longer passage than I usually read, but I wanted to share it. There's 3 quick bullet points I want to share as I reflected on the verses that I just read. Bullet point number 1. Sometimes we need to leave our cave to really talk to God. Next thing is, bullet point number 2. It is okay to repeat yourself with God. Did you just hear Elijah do that? You can repeat yourself with God. Here's another one. Sometimes in the quiet, or in the lull in the storm, the sound of God's gentle blowing is what we really need. Today, may you be aware of His presence and His still small voice in your life. No matter what all you're going through, listen for God, because He is there.